Hey my friends, welcome back. I'm gonna try another technique today that I saw on a Monique Parent video probably like 10-11 months ago, and I had not tried it until earlier today. So let me just start by apologizing briefly. I have been videoing a little bit. I've already filmed spots for 2 videos and I've been moving around, so my hair looks a little frizzier, and I don't know if it'll look as cool as it did earlier, but I'm really excited by how it did look earlier. One thing I will say about this is it did kind of put like a, what is it, like something in the air. It was kind of a little hard for me to breathe. So be cautious about that. Try to have some ventilation. I did get this at Big Lots. I did get it for a little bit lower of a price. That's one thing I wanted to tell you. Check Big Lots for some of these things because they don't always have everything, but when they do, you might save $1. I think that this is at least $1 less between Big Lots and the grocery store where I go, and it was even more of a savings over like Rite Aid because, you know, most things cost more there. So anyway, the way that this works is you basically put this into the dark parts off of where you have the light parts. So it's kind of like the opposite technique of filling in your line of demarcation. All right, so you can see how this is going to work. I'm gonna do this for you, and then I'm gonna probably run away in between parts so I can breathe. Wow, this is kind of hard. Well, it was looking a lot better earlier. I think when I do it in my bathroom, it's just easier. I've had this problem before when I've tried to do things in my iPad. I can't really see as well what I'm doing. It was actually very easy to get this sprayed in very quickly and very evenly when I was doing it in my bathroom mirror. It's much harder for me to see what's going on in the iPad, so it looks like a harder technique than it really is. I'm also having a lot of problems with clumping while doing it in the iPad. I had none of those problems when I did it in the mirror earlier. I'm having a harder time actually hitting my hair with it in the iPad than I was in the bathroom. So that's kind of disappointing. Alright, well you get the idea. I kind of ran out between what I did earlier and just now. So it's really pretty though. I mean, I really like what this looks like, and then if I were to continue off of each of these really white streaks, it would be so pretty. So, you know, in a way, this is also, in a way you can kind of get a sneak peek of what you might look like with more gray hair. Keep in mind though that there's really no way to know for sure what you are going to look like until you grow out your own, because the undertones in anything but your own hair are going to be different than your own hair. This actually looks really good on my skin and my complexion, so I have no issues with this. But in terms of if you haven't even, like, let's say you just haven't even really started growing out your hair, or maybe you have this much grow out and you're still on the fence if you're going to dye it or not, and you want to kind of see what it's going to look like, there's really not a good way to know for sure, because what your color will do with your skin tone is unique unto yourself. and the undertone colors in your own gray hair are going to look great with the undertone colors in your complexion. That's just the way nature is, but there's no dye that's going to give you gray hair with those same undertones. There's no white spray that's going to give you that same color. This is a cool technique if you're transitioning and you want to kind of blend this in to like just look more cool. I mean, at least for a little while. This will stay in for a little while. And when I was working as a makeup artist, there was a product we had that you put in with a mascara wand and it gave the impression of gray hair, and that did not fall out like this does, because this is a dry shampoo. It will not stay in that long, and the more you kind of move it around, the more it's going to come out. But it's really cool, and I can say that I'm super excited. I'm growing out my hair right now, and I'm super excited that as my white streaks grow out longer, that this is the type of thing I'm probably realistically looking forward to seeing, but just within my own hair. Let me know what you think. What do you think? It looks good? Do you want to try this? I would try it. It's worth it. All right, you know, if you liked anything here, subscribe if you want, click, thumbs up, comment, any of that stuff if you want to. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you back here again soon.